Yes, so artificial intelligence, by that I think right now we're talking about machine learning for the most part, deep learning. It changes the business in several ways. It gives them more information about their customers so they can optimize products. It gives them more information about their processes so they can optimize their processes and their productions, whether that's in finance or manufacturing or other businesses. To the network aspect, AI actually is really a capstone right now for digital transformation of the business. And digital businesses need a digital engine underneath it, and the digital engine is the network. The network itself needs to be much higher capacity to process the machine learning capabilities. It needs to be more secure. It needs to be unified to allow for the different data flows that are going to be required for the machine models. And it needs to be much more scalable in a sense that it needs to be more cloud-like in its delivery. So all in all, AI is a stimulus for a lot of change in the businesses that's already going on toward digital transformation of the network. So as I was beginning to say, it really requires a whole new level of capacity. So high performance networking elements, switches and routers, high performance data center interconnections. That then needs to be optimized for efficient operations. It needs to be unified across different layers of the network, whether it's in the central data center or branch data center locations. It needs to be made more secure. And it also needs to have the ability to scale, so even with cloud capabilities. So the network actually needs a lot more additional high-performance infrastructure. In addition to that, AI comes to the network itself as well and becomes more intelligent. And so AI can help the network become a lower latency network. It can facilitate lower packet loss. So all in all, the network can become a much more highly functional element in the enterprise. So right now it is difficult to integrate and unify the network. We have different network elements, physical elements. So one of the first things that will need to happen is it needs to become a software-defined network. So that we can implement something like intent-driven networking. So this enables the whole network to be used end-to-end to meet the policy requirements of the applications. So this is the necessary support structure for artificial intelligence, actually, because right now we have siloed data, we have different performance requirements in different kinds of business areas, and AI really functions based on unified data models and a lot of access to data wherever it is in the enterprise. And so you need a unified network underneath it to deliver on that, and it has to deliver it at the performance and capacity that we've already referenced. Add to that, I think the value there is the capacity that it offers. On top of that, the AI chip allows for an optimization of that capacity that really increases the performance capability. So I think it's a good opportunity to have that combined in a single platform. I've been thinking a lot about this in my practice, and the answer is no. We have examples of born digital companies like Google and Amazon and Alibaba, and they're certainly good examples of what digital transformation can look like. A highly efficient data center with a highly efficient networking to service largely their highly scalable cloud infrastructure. So all of that is a kind of company or kind of infrastructure that I think enterprises need to aspire to. Much more cloud-like, perhaps not at that scale. Each will need to scale at its own requirement. But certainly the capabilities that are offered there from a network standpoint make a lot of sense for everyone looking at digital transformation. That's a very good question. So the digital platform is kind of I was thinking about this in terms of kind of the steering wheel on the car. The digital platform, especially when you implement artificial intelligence, enables a location to aggregate the data, location to visualize it for operations, to bring together a whole view of the company, and essentially be the platform for optimization. That platform, of course, needs an underlying network to allow for the performance and access to the data. So the two of them go together. So I think digital platform makes a lot of sense as a top-level step to facilitate the optimization and digital transformation of the business.